Greetings and felicitations again, my fellow perceptive purple people. I wanted to take a few moments to talk with you about presidential immunity and a couple of points, one of which those of us with more extreme views might want to consider carefully. So, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure that you've heard all kinds of media coverage regarding former President Trump's attempt to head off his many, many prosecutions at the proverbial pass of presidential immunity. Let us begin this festival of illogic with our first scenario. Article 2, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution, the very first paragraph, by the way. Executive power shall be vested in a President of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the Vice President, chosen for the same term, be elected as follows, ... The key is the Vice President. This is pertinent to the question of presidential immunity, as the office of the Vice President is created in the very same opening paragraph. So if we accept the concept of absolute presidential immunity, the extension of the Vice President is right there. This gives us two people that would be above the law. With all this allowance, let's say a couple of years ago on January 6th, Vice President Pence decided that he kind of took that whole hang Mike Pence thing kind of personally and decided to take immediate and violent action and actually kill then President Trump in revenge. How do you think this scenario would play out in a world of immunity for these two people? Do you believe that our founding fathers, even in some bizarre fever-induced delusion, would have found this even remotely acceptable? Want an even more scary thought? Whether you are a supporter of Trump's or even if you're far from it, truth is, if you MAGA types out there really believe that current President Biden actually is a wannabe dictator just waiting for his chance to jump into action and take over as Emperor Biden or some such, then you all better hope to high heaven that the Supreme Court refuses Trump's claims of immunity for anything a president may do, including insurrection and attempting to destroy our democracy for a dictatorship. Because if they do agree with Trump, why the hell would the current president, not Trump, but Biden, even bother with this next election and just go full-on Dark Brandon on y'all? He couldn't be held accountable for doing so, and them crazy liberals could easily cut y'all out of the picture permanently. Indeed, the blade can cut in either direction. If you're a true blue lefty progressive looking for your agenda to get addressed better than by a corporate Democrat, then you'd have no recourse for even being able to try to get somebody else to your liking. So, with these considerations, you can clearly see that it is truly in the best interest of all Americans, no matter where on the political spectrum you may be, even on the farther edges, that Trump's claims of absolute presidential immunity get tossed out as soon as possible. If it isn't thrown out, we're all screwed. Period. The good news back here in the real world is that the Supreme Court deciding to agree with Trump's assertion of immunity is about as unlikely as a pope suddenly deciding to convert to Judaism, so we can all rest a bit easier after all. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you find this position reasonable, or do you have more logical and/or rational ideas? Do be prepared for vigorous yet polite debate, but let's hear it. As always, I'll see you in the comment section below. Till our next chat, remember to keep your balance and stay purple, people. We'll see you again real soon, and let's get America together.